me, hold my banner. Bum, 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 bum. Banner 18 to be exact. Welcome into Hold My Banner. Travis Thomas here with the walking, talking triple-double. He's a baller, went to Fresno State and UTEP. Yeah, Ante Campbell. How you do? What is this? What are you wearing? What's going on?
Well, first of all, it's the Marcus Smart episode, Travis, episode 36. And you know, today, College Football 25 is coming out. And with that, I got my coaching headset on. I got my play sheet right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to play college football. I'm going to be OC the OC for UTEP, baby. So just get ready for that. We're taking them to the national championship. Bama ain't seen anything yet, man.
Bro, you look like a fake-ass Coach Prime. Like, what is going on here? Now, I'm excited for college football. I'm not going to lie. Like, the video game, it's been out of my life for too long. But, Tay, I mean, you came in, you got a headset,
yep,
some shades, and a play sheet. Mm-hmm. Like, what?
Mm-hmm. Play my darn theme music.
I'm going to tell you like this, dog. If you come to UTEP, yo, you are crazy. So what's a game plan? You hitting a recruiting trail? What kind of players are you looking for your college football dynasty at UTEP?
Well, you know, we're in Texas. We got to get, them young Texas guys. Some big linemen.
Listen to your voice.
Who eat well. You know what I'm saying? Starch with every meal.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, we'll bring Ante or Coach Prime or whoever the hell he is back in the episode. Maybe he'll show up as Ante at some point. We'll see what happens there. I want to start here. You know, Jaylen Brown finally showed love to Derek White publicly. We've been saying it the whole time, ever since the Team USA drama, and Jaylen Brown's not on the roster, but Derek White is, and then Jaylen Brown takes shots at Nike and Stephen A. and blah, blah, blah. Bro, just come out publicly and show love to your teammate, would ya? Well, they finally caught up to him at the Summer League game, and they asked him, like, bro, are you happy for Derek White? Like, are you even happy for your teammate, your so-called brother? In which Jaylen Brown said, quote, I called Derek right away just to make sure there's no confusion, my love for him and all that. He knew that. And, you know, you don't always have to make everything public. Me and D. White are good. Cool. Yes, Jaylen. I'm glad you called him right away. But you should have made this public sooner, that you had talked to him. In fact, think about this. If you go back into time at the genesis of the Team USA snub, if Jaylen Brown comes out and says, first and foremost, congratulations to my dog, Derek White. I'm so happy for you for this opportunity, represent our country. Cool, right? And then he attacks Nike and Stephen A. and the rest. All of us would understand that more. We'd stomach that a little better. But publicly, that's not what happened. Publicly, you were shunned from the team. We all saw it. In fact, if you go back to the first few days of this saga, we'll call it, most people were on Jaylen Brown's side. Like, yeah, clearly he should be on Team USA. But the following events of going after people and speaking out, but not really, because when there's a microphone in your face and you're interviewed about it, you say, well, I'll tell my story one day. It's like, well, now you're backpedaling. You never publicly gave Derek White love. So now it looks very me-ish, right? Very selfish, all about me. And you lost a lot of us, myself included, that were on your side because we know damn well you should be on Team USA. So I wish Jaylen Brown had just did this publicly. How hard is that? I mean, you should want that out in the universe anyways. I understand that you called him directly. Great. That's step one. Step two is, because you're quick to go to Twitter when you don't feel good about something, right? And you want to speak out about something. Go to Twitter or put out a press release or do an interview. Do something publicly. Or go on Instagram Live. Who the hell cares? Do something publicly where you're saying, I'm happy for my teammate and this opportunity once in a lifetime that he has. Then we all look at you and we say, okay, at least he gets it. There's some self-awareness. It's not all about him. But the way things were handled, there's no other way to look at this other than it was selfish, and it was all about Jaylen Brown. So more on Team USA in a minute, but I want to stick with the Celtics here for a second because, like always, Ante won't be shocked by this, or Coach Prime, whatever the hell he's called. Like most things, it comes back to gambling for me. Win totals are out in the NBA, and there were a few bets in the Eastern Conference that I love. Of course, let's start with the Celtics. So the win total comes out for the Celtics, and it opens at 57.5. Listen to what I said. Opens at 57.5. I pounced on it right away and took the over. The reason is we get closer to the season. This number of 57.5 wins, I promise you, will balloon. It will balloon. It's going to get higher. Now, of course, you say, well, who cares? This is a 60-win team. You know they're going to. I got it, but I'd rather pounce on this number now for the following. Think about this as it pertains to the Celtics team. And this is coming from a guy who believes they will repeat as champions, as I'm sure you do as well. But there are real hurdles in the way of that. Championship hangover, which happens for all, especially first-time title teams. Team USA hangover. Derek White, Tatum, Holiday. I mean, they're playing a lot of basketball. Not really a break in between this championship run, playoffs, and now playing in the Olympics. And then the ownership saga hanging over this team. I mean, that's going to be something that we're going to get tired of talking about, but it's a real thing. It's a distraction. It's going to be something these players are asked about all the time. By the way, we'll see. I don't believe it will be a distraction come the regular season, but this Jaylen Brown stuff could be a thing. So there's a ton of sort of ancillary stuff hanging over this team that just has me a little bit concerned as it pertains to maybe their start in the regular season. Eventually they'll figure it out, and they should win, obviously, 60-plus games, but I'd just rather grab this number at 57.5. Here's another one. 76ers, over 51.5 wins. Now, this team won 47 games last season. And ask yourself this, other than Tyrese Maxey, who the hell was healthy for that team? I mean, they had injuries all year, none bigger than Joel Embiid, of course, who's always hurt. And I anticipate more injury concerns this season. It's just the reality. But they did add Paul George, who, it should be noted, gets hurt too, right? Paul George and Embiid, two guys that are banged up, but even still, they are an improved team overall. So I imagine they're going to go over 51.5 wins. So I like that one. And then my favorite bet in the East right now is over 47.5 wins for the Magic. Now, last season, that team won 47 games. But I would argue with what they garnered, what they gathered, what they added in terms of playoff experience, that's invaluable. And they also didn't lose any pieces this offseason. In fact, they added a champion, someone who knows how to get you over the hump, someone who knows how to win, a two-time champion in KCP. So I believe the Magic will be one of the top dogs out east, so I gladly went over 47.5 wins for them. All right, let's talk Team USA, because I teased it earlier that I would come back to it. And I'll be honest, they don't look invincible to me. This is not 92 Dream Team with Jordan and all those boys, but they are damn good. I mean, this team is really good. They play great defense. They are deep as all get out, and the stars look great. Like Steph, the other night against Serbia, was doing whatever he wanted. I mean, he was hitting threes from wherever. It didn't even matter. And by the way, one thing to think about while I'm talking about the stars, Kevin Durant isn't even playing yet. So once he gets into the fold, and he's already proven in his career, he's a guy, he's just going to come in and go with the flow. He's not going to come in and disrupt anything or demand anything. He's going to come in. Yeah, he's obviously got to get his feel for the game back because he's been out for a while. But I just think he's going to come in and just fit right in, no problem. They have a great culture with Team USA. And if you notice this too, I'll give them credit. Steve Kerr is almost making like hockey-like line changes in terms of subs. The other night against Serbia, I'm bringing this up because I noticed he took out all the starters at one time and then just sent the second line in. I wrote this down. Bam, Anthony Davis, Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, and Tyrese Halliburton. He was like, you, go. Starters out. And I was like, oh, this reminds me of a hockey line change. You can only do that when you're super deep, like Team USA is. So between the size, the skill set, the culture that they built, kudos to Team USA. I mean, this is just literally scary hours for the rest of the world. Team USA, the men's side's definitely going for the gold. As far as the women are concerned, they're going to get gold too. But, I mean, Caitlin Clark continues to provide more proof, as if we need it anymore. But she continues to provide more proof that you know damn well she should be on that Team USA roster. You know it, I know it, the world knows it, and she's not. Now, Diana Taurasi got hurt, and people said, hey, this could be Caitlin Clark's chance. Taurasi's back now, so it's likely over. It's likely Caitlin Clark's not going to be on this team. But Team USA, can we make this right? Can we just figure this out and get Caitlin on this team? Because did you see her the other night? Oh, my God, 19 assists. A WNBA record. I mean, you got to be kidding me. She gets better and better every single game. Every single game. By the way, now it was a losing effort because her team's not great yet. They it's going to take time to build around her. But she had 19 dimes for a record, and that was the story and the headline, and it should have been. It's a record, right? Think all the great players in WNBA history. She breaks a record. I get it. That is a headline. But she also had 24 points. No one's even talking about. She dominated the game. She was scoring when she wanted. She was dropping dimes when she wanted. Absolute dominance. So I get it. Politics is involved in everything these days. In fact, I think it's exhausting, to be honest with you. But damn it, man. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Caitlin Clark belongs on Team USA for the ladies. And that's just all there is to it. And by the way, you put her on the team, even if she doesn't play much, just like everything else she does, it's going to bring eyeballs. It's going to bring interest. Your ratings are going to be higher. People are going to be vested more who wouldn't care otherwise. You can get your casual fan. Like some of this stuff the WNBA is doing is like cut your nose to spite your face. I don't understand it. Why wouldn't you want someone on the team that's going to bring more attention to your game? It's a lot of like gatekeeping going on in WNBA. It's a head-scratching situation to me. Why wouldn't you want someone that's a lightning rod that's going to positivity, by the way? Like she's not on TMZ, speeding up and down the highway, drunk driving or something. Like this is positivity she's bringing in the game. She can ball. She's breaking records. I don't understand it. I just don't get it at all. Maybe Coach Prime can help sort it out for me. Let's bring him back in here. Ante Campbell, who can't wait to play a college football video game as soon as this fine program is over. But first, he's going to poke holes. Before he hits the recruiting trail, he's going to poke holes in my open.
Yeah, and I'm going to get back to Caitlin in a second. I want to start out with USA, as you talked about.
All right.
Look, you talked about Kerr's starting lineup. He already came out and said he's starting Bron, he's starting Steph. Understandable.
Yeah.
I said it on last episode. I'm going to say it again. Joel Embiid does not need to start for Team USA.
No, he doesn't.
And Anthony Davis keeps showing us why.
Yeah.
When that first half started, Embiid was in. USA was playing good offense.
Yeah.
But Serbia was getting whatever they wanted to the rim. Whatever they wanted. You put AD in, and late in that second quarter, they start to pull away. 6 blocks, Travis. 6 blocks.
Facts.
Team USA needs rim protection badly.
Right.
Embiid just can't bring that right now because, once again, he does not look healthy. He looks slow. He looks sluggish. He looks a little uninterested. This is all the things that we've seen from him in the NBA. I don't know why Kerr continues to try to, like, put this team at a disadvantage and force people to be in roles that they're not good at.
Right.
He needs to come off the bench for this team. Is he the best center or the second best center in the NBA? Whatever.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. But he's not the best for this team. We don't need him to be Joel Embiid. We need him to be Team USA player number whatever.
Is it the rules? I've heard a lot of people suggest the rules, being different in international play as it pertains to the NBA is why he's not as dominant. I'll be honest. When I watch him, I see everything you just said. And I'm not going to put it on an injury. I'm going to take the injury part out of it and use every other adjective you said, which was slow, sluggish. It's almost he's out of place, kind of, Ante. Like it doesn't. There's no flow with him and the rest of that starting unit. I don't want to call him like out of shape, but it kind of feels it to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What do you see?
I see this. I see the same thing. He does look out of shape, and once again, it's because
Is it the rules?
Well, I just think it's because he took so much time off during the year. You know what I mean? That he never really got to be back into basketball shape, and then once the season ended, a guy who's had injuries like him obviously wants to take time off, as he should have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe it should have been a Kawhi, Clippers. I don't know. Nobody knows what's going on with that situation.
Well, that's different, yeah.
But maybe it should have been one of those things where whoever says, hey, Embiid, this is probably not the time for you to be representing your country, whatever.
Right.
Like,
yeah, you just got Paul George. Let's rest, come back, and be fully. Yeah,
right.
That's fair. And then you open up a spot for someone else too, a roster spot. Because right now, Embiid doesn't even look like he belongs to you or I. Clearly. All right. So I know you're coming in here with a game. What are we playing today? Is it something I can have success at?
Yes, of course. It's gonna be Wicked or Kick It.
Praise be. If you're new to Hold My Banner, first of all, welcome. Secondly, this is where we judge NBA player drip. And if you're not new to Hold My Banner, but true to Hold My Banner, then you know Ante and I live to make fun of most of these outfits. What do we got, my man?
So first we got an outfit from Jaylen Williams without the Y from the OKC Thunder.
The Thunder.
He was over there supporting his brother at the NBA Summer League.
All right.
And this is the fit that he has on, Travis. So what do you think of this?
Man, I love this, man. All-Star Kobe Bryant jersey. I mean, that's just so classic. I love it, man. I love all Kobe anything. Sign me up right away. So this is definitely wicked. I can't tell on the right side of this split screen here, Greg. I don't know if you can get involved with a little zoom action. But does he have a grill rocking? Does Jaylen Williams have a little grill?
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, that's a mouthful of golds right there.
Teeth shining.
I love this, man. This is cool. But between the Kobe All-Star Game jersey and then the grill shining. Let me see your grill. What? I'm with it. This is wicked all day.
Yeah, all I thought when I saw this fit is we've been talking about video games. I reminisce. Yeah, I knew about that, Travis, with that NBA Street Volume 2 vibes. It just looks like he's gonna go out there and do the slip and slide, the ice cream. If you know. If you know. Like that's a real. You know what I'm saying? That's a real street ball moves right there. The off the heezy. You remember that game, Travis?
Bro, you look like such an old head with these damn with the headset and the shades talking about some street ball moves. You sound like an old head. Hey man, back in 93, I used to hit him with the Sham God before Sham God.
Hey, it's taking me back to the N1 street ball days, bro. I gotta rock with it. I also love the Jesus piece that he's wearing. He's blinging out, like you said, the grill as well.
I love
it's
it, bro.
Shining. So I gotta go wicked on this one. This brings me nostalgia as a 90s baby.
Facts.
This is like I'm gonna go 96, 9.6.
Yeah, facts.
Yep.
I mean, listen, it is. You said like a 90s. It's like between the grill and the jersey, this was every rap video in the early 2000s, late 90s.
Yeah.
It was the throwback jerseys with a mouthful of gold. So
Facts.
congratulations to Jaylen Williams. We did not make fun of you on this program. Who's next?
Facts. Next, we got a guy who also attended Summer League to support his team. We got Karl Anthony Towns. What do you think of this fit from him, Travis?
Is this a Namdi Asamoah Raiders jersey? Is that what that is? I can't see the back there.
It's like a play on a Charles Woodson jersey.
What the hell is this?
Namias. It's a brand.
Namias?
I guess that's how you say it.
This is dumb. Now you've done it, Cat. All you had to do was maybe go Charles Woodson. I think Charles Woodson wore 24 for the Raiders.
Yeah.
You could go you could have done anything. Mm-hmm. What is this? I mean, we just saw Jaylen Williams with the throwback jersey and it looked great.
Yeah.
Now you got this knockoff. Like, what is this? What'd you call it? Namias?
Namias.
What's it called?
Namias, I guess. I don't know. It might be
dumb.
Namias. I don't know.
This is like them FUBU jerseys that were on clearance. Where it just says FUBU and it's like a random number. Number 5, FUBU. I don't want this. Yeah, this is stupid.
We need a picture of him and Jaylen Williams, and it's like the guy she tells you not to worry about. You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about.
Facts, bro.
Yeah, bro. This is terrible. Also,
this is terrible.
You know what I also hate? Like the awkward space between his socks and them long shorts. I hate it, Travis. It looks terrible. And then he has a superstar dunks on.
Greg, that's a beautiful zoom.
Oh my God.
Wait, keep it here, Greg.
Why his feet look so long?
Why are his feet so long?
He looked like Penny Proud from the Proud family. God,
stay here, Greg. Don't you move this shot. My man can go water skiing without the skis. All he needs is them shoes on right there. And just put him behind a boat, and he is skiing. That is ridiculous. What size shoe is this? 36?
Dude, he looks like a GTA character. Like when you just matching up awkward things that aren't supposed to go together. It looks terrible.
Get him.
He looks terrible, man.
This is terrible. This jersey's stupid. His feet are too big. This whole thing is
How did
dumb.
he miss? Like the 90s are in. Like, early 2000s are in. Like, how did he miss this bad?
Leave it to Cat, man.
Bro
After all that.
Bro has no aura. All right, I got to give that one like a 3.8.
Yeah, I'm kicking this all the way back to his water sports that he doing in them big-ass boats he got.
Water sports. They need him in the Olympics on the sin.
Facts, bro. Facts. All right, so I always bring this up. Thank you, Greg. Great work as always. I always bring this up. I like to bring all of you behind the curtain. And I always reference Ante and I's production meetings. And sometimes he has topics that I just don't really understand. And then I say, look, I'm not going to ask you about it now. I'll save it on air because I like to involve all the people who love Hold My Banner with this. So you wanted to go thumbs up or thumbs down with me. And you gave me this little cool, what do you call this? An emoji, I guess?
Yeah.
So what do we got going here? What are you asking me? What kind of game are we playing here?
Obviously we got thumbs up or thumbs down, which you talked about, but I want to know if you agree with these Celtics takes, all right?
Okay.
So these takes have been kind of floating around a little bit, and I got 4 of them, one for 4 integral parts of this Celtics championship team, and we're going to see if you agree with the take, which is thumbs up.
Okay, got it. All right.
Or you're thumbs down with the take. You don't agree. You disagree. So first, I gotta ask you, man.
Yeah.
Is Jason Tatum now in the Celtics Mount Rushmore?
Oh, golly! All right. For now, I'm gonna go thumbs down.
Okay, I'm with you.
But I want to be respectful because I believe you and I had a Celtics Mount Rushmore during the playoffs.
Yep.
And we both did say a title for both, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
You have to start respectfully now putting them in the conversation. They can't even enter the chat, unintended, without one title.
Right.
So, and I know I had Paul Pierce. I want to say you had Paul Pierce as well. Mm-hmm. Now, Pierce went to 2 and he lost 1, right?
Yep.
But he won 1. These guys now have been to 1, lost 1, and right? So
Yep.
It's like, I still feel as though Paul Pierce. Listen, I was there, bro. Like, I think it was game 2. Mm-hmm. Paul Pierce was at Big Night Live.
Yep.
I want to say. literally hanging out the window, just waving to fans. And you would have thought it was the Beatles. Like, it was incredible.
Yeah.
So
he's a lot of love out here.
He's so beloved. And he still comes back around. I saw a tweet that someone said Paul Pierce is like the star athlete who went off to college but still comes back to the high school games and knows all the high school players.
Right, like he was in the team picture.
Yes, like remember he was. We were talking about this because you and I were at the parade together. He was on the duck boat, smoking a cigar. It's like, bro, like you didn't play. Like, relax. So I bring all that up because it almost elevates Paul Pierce to just this legendary, incredible status. Mm-hmm. So I will go thumbs down for now for Tatum to be on Mount Rushmore. And even Jaylen Brown. Mm-hmm. But I personally believe, and I said it to start the episode, I think the Celtics do repeat. Now you got to have a whole different conversation. And I don't know if I'm willing to put both Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum on Mount Rushmore. It's going to have to be one or the other, and that would depend on Tatum's playoff run because clearly Jaylen Brown's the leader for now in terms of if you're only going to put one on Mount Rushmore. So for now, I'm going thumbs down on Tatum.
Okay, well, so can you give me your Mount Rushmore for the Celtics?
Oh, we already did this,
I just want to know. I just want to remember. Remind me.
Oh, God.
All right, Bird, Russell.
I had Bird. I know I had Pierce.
Okay.
I'm going to write these down as I do.
Bird, Russell, Pierce.
Russell, of course.
Yeah.
Who did I have for fourth?
Who was the fourth one?
I don't remember. And we just did this, too.
And
remember, on mine, I didn't go, other than Russell, I don't think I went all the way. I don't think I had Havlicek.
Yeah.
I feel like I had someone else, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Go check your Hold My Banner episode 20. I'm just throwing a number out.
Right, whatever number it was.
But listen, Tatum and Brown, they're in the conversation now.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah, they are. I would agree with that. I think Tatum's right out. I think if he does get the second one back to back, you gotta put him in though.
Yeah,
you gotta put him in.
But do you put them both?
Yeah, I don't think both, but you gotta put.
Well, that's
Tatum
what I'm saying.
I think Tatum has more regular season accolades than Jaylen Brown does, and regular season success, which also counts to it. Obviously, their playoff success is going to be the same. And, there was times where Jaylen Brown wasn't rocking, you know what I mean? And Tatum was. And now, Tatum, I wouldn't say wasn't rocking. Obviously, we know the shooting efficiency wasn't there. But, all right.
Hold on. Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Is Jason Tatum the better player?
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't think it's hard for me to say that.
I agree.
I think that Jaylen Brown played better throughout these playoffs.
I agree. Okay.
But Jason Tatum is still the better player.
All right, we're same page. Same page.
All right, so then I want to ask you this. Joe Mazzulla is a top 10 coach in the current NBA.
Well, this one's easy. Now he has let's do this together. Give me your emoji here. Are we going up or down?
Yeah.
Throw it up. What do you got? Come on, coach.
Man, I got to go up, man.
All right, let's do this. This is great. This is great. This is a great Hold My Banner moment.
Yep.
You said 10, right?
Yep.
All right. I'm just going off top of dome.
Dome.
Spo.
Okay.
I'm going to end up putting Mazzulla in this, aren't I?
Watch. Yes, you are.
I am, aren't I?
Yes, you are. You're going to regret that.
I don't know. It's tough with 10 because I'm a big Carlisle fan.
Okay, you got two coaches so far.
I know, but I don't know if people hold Carlisle in the same.
You got two coaches right now. Like, give me something.
No, I know. I'm thinking. I'm not the fastest thinker you ever met. All right, so that's why I like talking things out. I'll go Spell. I will go Carlisle.
Yep.
I like Malone out in Denver.
Yep.
Jeez, I'm a Ty Lue guy.
Ty Lue, I can accept that.
I'll throw Ty Lue there. Yeah. And that's the other part of this. I'm trying to give you names that I know you're not going to push back on. Right. Does that make sense? Yeah. I'm surprised you're with me on Carlisle. No, I thought maybe I hold him at a higher regard.
I'm cool with that for now. Dagnall, right? Marky D.
Yeah, that's fine.
5.
Where are you? I don't know if he's a better coach than Ime. Am I tripping?
Nah, he's not a better coach than Ime.
Okay.
He's not better than
All right, so I'm not tripping.
So 6.
No, I got more than 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you're right.
6,
I got 6.
6, okay.
All right, now he is in that range.
He's in that range.
Yeah, he's closer to 10.
He's in that range.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of head coaching movement this summer. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But no one. I'll put it like this. I'd rather have Missoula than Doc Rivers. I'm not going to put Doc Rivers in.
Definitely.
Right? I do like Jason Kidd, but I'd rather have Missoula than Kidd at this stage. I'm not a big Tibbs guy. Yeah, I guess he's top 10. Let me change it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Even though
apologize.
I can't
apologize,
stand,
Travis.
I don't like Pop, but I put Pop above him. I'm sorry, Joe Missoula. You know what? This may be therapeutic, Tay, because you know I'm not a Missoula guy.
Yeah.
I think I've had to come around now, right?
Yep.
If I'm admitting that he's top 10, which I'm doing here, that's why I'm glad we talked this out.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a champion now. There's going to be more pressure on him this season. And we've talked about this. I mean, you're losing assistants now to jobs.
Yeah.
It's going to be more pressure. And all the things I talked about at the start of the show, too, the championship hangover, the Team USA,
Yep.
You know, a lot of those guys, a lot of basketball being played. They may not be as fresh to start the season. This ownership thing, he's going to have to deal with that, too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to need more from Missoula this season in terms of individually. But, yeah, I can't deny it. He's top 10. Joe Missoula, I'm sorry.
All right, what about this one? Brad Stevens is a better executive than Danny Ainge.
You know, I don't know yet. I think I'll go thumbs down for now. I think it's just too early. Like, Danny Ainge's fingerprints are still on this championship team,
Yep.
right? So it's like, what are you gonna give all the credit to Brad Stevens? Where I give him a ton of credit that he deserves, in my opinion, is I just think the shrewdness of and the testicular fortitude it took to get rid of a Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
I mean that was
tough.
Yeah. And then not only it's two-part, right? Like to get rid of him, a guy that everyone loved on the team, a guy who was the emotional leader.
Yep.
You know, defensive player of the year, all the stuff that came with Marcus Smart. Fans loved him, all of it. To have the stones to get rid of him is one thing, but then to flip him the way he did, dog. Oh my God! I mean, like you bring in Holiday, you bring in Porzingis. I just think Stevens. He is. I would say he's close, and I would actually even say the only thing working against him in this thing that we're doing is time. It's just time. So, because he's also, by the way.
Well, will he ever get credit for this team?
Yeah, he's getting credit now. I also think.
I'm talking about like, you know,
like
down
if they
the line, because like
titles,
everybody's gonna say like, okay, Ainge went and fleeced those drafts.
Yeah,
and got Tatum and Brown.
Two things can be true, Tay. He did. I mean, Ainge deserves credit for that.
Right.
But I also think at the same time, the moves that are made current time, in real time, right? Brad is right now and will continue to get credit for. The other thing I think he deserves credit for, too, in this combo is, I mean, these guys are under contract, man. He's got everybody locked up. He convinced dudes to take less money to stay.
But is he gonna dip? Is he gonna dip when that second apron starts looking at him the eye?
Well, we'll talk then, right?
Yeah.
But I think right now it is thumbs up, trending thumbs down, trending to thumbs up with Brad. What do you think? I think it's close right now, but Ainge has longevity on his side.
Yeah,
that's where I'm at.
I'm gonna say he's not better, so I'm gonna go thumbs down on this one as well.
Not better, period. With room
he has room. He has opportunity. Obviously, we know he's super young. He has a chance. Yeah. So no question about that. All right.
But by the way,
Tay,
you got to admit, I was so hype for Brad Stevens' duck boat.
Yeah.
And it was just the worst. It was so boring. It was like, bro, like you can't show a little bit of personality.
Yeah, he looked like he was out on the Cape. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
Yeah.
All he needed was a high noon in his hand, but he's too serious for that too.
Right. All right, last one. Jaylen Brown is now the best player to come out of Cal. Thumbs up or thumbs down? I already know where I'm going with this. Yeah, you better. Thumbs down all the way.
I couldn't give him love on the coaching list, but Jason Kidd's one of my favorite players of all time.
Yeah.
And I know. Now listen, Kidd has one ring, right?
Yep.
All right. If Jaylen Brown wins another ring, I'll concede this. I'll say he's the best. Because rings have to count.
All-time steals leader?
Yeah, I know. I'm a Kidd guy, but if Brown gets 2 rings, I'll go Brown then. Right now, I'm hanging on to my childhood. I love Jason Kidd.
I think it's gonna take a little bit more than that. Honestly, I think he needs to have some other kind of, first team all defenses, something in there. You know what I mean?
Are we missing any great play? We're both talking Jason Kidd here, but
yeah,
I'm gonna do a quick Google. Are we missing some Cal Bears that I'm not thinking about all time?
Ivan Rabb. You remember Ivan Rabb?
No,
he was supposed to be the guy coming out
Really?
of high school. What? But
fizzled out.
He
All right,
just
here we
wasn't
go.
that guy, and
Just a
in the
quick. Okay, so
association.
right now, wow, this list that I pulled out. I'm not gonna say the website
Yep.
for fear of retribution,
Uh-oh.
but this list is actually updated. This was done in April.
Yep.
Jason Kidd's won.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they did it by votes. Jason Kidd barely beats out Jaylen Brown.
I wouldn't. Okay.
Kevin Johnson, remember him?
Yeah, of course.
Point guard. Sharif Abdur-Rahim's 4th.
Yep.
Phil Chenier. Wow.
Wow.
I worked
Okay.
with him in D.C. Great dude.
Yep.
Leon Poe, friend of the program, 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rest is Drek.
No Sharif Abdur-Rahim love in that?
Greatest Cal Bear? No, I can't do that.
No. I'm just saying they didn't show him any love. Like he's not top.
He's 4th. He got 140-something votes.
Okay.
So he's over Phil Chenier by a pretty good amount.
Okay.
So that's your top 5, and then Poe 6.
Yeah. Okay.
And
okay.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Kevin Johnson, I didn't realize he went to Cal.
He had bounce, man.
He really did, bro. He's kind of underrated.
He had bounce.
I saw team photos like him, Steve Nash, and was it Jason Kidd? I don't know. They were all on the Suns around the same time. It was scary.
Yeah.
I'll go Kidd, but if Brown gets another ring, I'll go Brown.
Yeah.
Favorite Cal Bear football player of all time? Is it Rodgers for you? I'm a Marshawn guy.
Nah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Real Bay. You know what I'm saying?
Same. I love
You know what I'm
Marshawn
saying? Marshawn Lynch. Yeah,
Same.
definitely. All right, look, before we, there was something that I did want to talk about.
What?
But I kind of want to describe the, Shea better bag. We'll talk about that at a different time.
Okay.
Shout out to Marcus Smart for saying Shea has a better bag than Luka.
We can do it now if you want.
No, I
ain't
need
scared.
to tell you something. I just got some news.
All right.
Russell Westbrook is being traded to the Utah Jazz.
He's not playing for them.
Utah
not playing for them.
Jazz. You think he's going to ask
He's
his way
not
out?
He's not playing for them.
So what happens now?
I mean, I don't know. Listen, you haven't given me any details. You got to get your Shams or your Woj on, man. Give me some deets. Because listen, this.
Okay, look.
Just first.
Look. I got you right here.
All right.
The Los Angeles Clippers are sending guard Russell Westbrook a second-round pick swap and cash to the Utah Jazz and a sign-and-trade agreement for guard Chris Dunn.
Yeah, this feels buyout. Russ is gonna be a free agent and go wherever he wants here shortly.
So why would they send cash? Because they giving them cash to buy out Russ. Basically?
I just think I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about Russ suiting up and playing for the Jazz. It ain't happening. Do you think it's gonna happen?
No, but they need some veteran leadership over there, don't they?
He doesn't care. He's not playing for Utah. he's not leaving the crib to go to Utah and play. It's not gonna happen. My gut, there's going to be a buyout situation. Mm-hmm. And now that's a question. Where does Russ end up?
Yeah.
You know who has struck out a ton of times with anybody? And I'm not going Lakers here. I'm taking them off the board. He's been there.
Uh-oh. More
There's
news. More news.
Oh, we need a breaking news sound effect.
Russell Westbrook expected to agree to buyout and join the Nuggets after trade from Clippers.
Oh! Okay, I didn't see that coming. I was going to go to the Heat. I was going to say the Heat have struck out so many times with real stars. Because, look, I love Russ.
Yep.
This is the back nine of the career, okay?
Yes.
He ain't the same prime Russ we're talking about here.
Yes.
So I thought the Heat would almost settle for the guy. Mm-hmm. Wow, the Nuggets.
The Nuggets swooped in.
That's an interesting fit, isn't it? I guess you spell Jamal Murray
off the bench, kind of role.
Because he's now he
becomes
been
the facilitator
he comes off the bench.
Instead of Jokic, he becomes the facilitator off the bench.
Right. I don't hate the fit, Tay. Do you?
Yeah, I don't hate the fit either. But all right, we don't have that much time, and I want to talk WNBA action.
Right. I like the fit with the Nuggets. I told you the buyout was coming, though.
Yes, you did.
Go ahead. WNBA.
All right. I want to talk some WNBA action. We know we had a trade. We were talking about trades. We had a trade. The Sun traded for Marina Mabrey. What do you think of this?
Well, I was just surprised that Rachel Banham was traded.
Yeah.
We just talked about – didn't we just talk about her on Banner?
Yeah.
She broke some sort of record or something coming off the bench for threes, I remember.
Yep.
She was hooping.
Yeah, she was.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm sure the trade's fine for all parties. But I guess my reaction was kind of like what you just did with Russ here. I was surprised. Right? Like – I was just shocked they traded her. She was hooping.
Yeah, she was. I think they really needed to try to make a splash for a starter because they saw the writing on the wall. They lost to the Liberty in their last game of the season before we go on this Olympic break. And so they needed to get more star power up top, and they went and got an elite shooter and a great defender, somebody who's fiery. Really, he's going to fit well into their team. Yeah. It is kind of surprising to see Rachel go. But
I was shocked.
It is what it is.
It's business, man.
Yeah, it's
business. Hey, don't we have the All-Star game coming up too?
All-Star game coming up too. I want to know who you think is winning, Team USA or Team WNBA.
I mean, listen, I'll roll with WNBA just for shacks and giggles. Mm-hmm. I think what I'm more disappointed in, and you heard me in the open, Caitlin Clark should be on Team USA.
Yeah.
But the fact that she's not in the skills competition is so offensive.
Yeah.
Like, so everyone said, I don't believe this, but everyone said she's not on Team USA because it's a distraction. I think that's BS. Mm-hmm. But if it's true, for the sake of this convo between you and I, how come you can't put her in the skills competition? Isn't that the whole point of a damn skills competition? To have people watch and generate interest?
Yeah.
I'm not watching any of this stuff without her.
Yeah, somebody should have shelled out the bag to get her to join, skills competition, 3-point competition. I mean, what else is she finna do? She's
That's
about
what I'm
to
saying.
be off for a month.
She's on the All-Star team.
Right.
She's already there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess her and Sabrina just wanted to focus on, I don't know.
Well, Sabrina's different.
Right.
She has stuff to do coming up.
Yes.
Caitlin makes no sense as to why she's not in the skills competition.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Am I tripping?
You're not tripping. But I also wanted to talk about the WNBA All-Star Game. I don't even think it's for just for fun. I think WNBA is going to beat USA in this one. The last time they did this, USA escaped and won the game. Yeah. This time, I think that Caitlin, as we saw, like you talked about at the beginning of the show with her last performance, 24 and 19 assists, WNBA record.
Right.
I think her, Angel, they always have a chip on their shoulder.
Yes.
They feel slighted, and they're coming to kill.
Right. Yeah, I agree. All right, Tay, well, enjoy your college football, and good luck on the recruiting trail, Coach.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Jeez Louise. Hey, for more Boston sports and pop culture, please check out Boston Has Entered the Chat on Nesson's YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, wherever you get your podcasts. Make sure you follow us on all your social media accounts for all of our best content as well. I gave props to Jaylen Brunson on the last Hold My Banner for taking the greatest pay cut of all time and staying with the Knicks to provide them with financial flexibility. Well, their owner, James Dolan, he's at it again. He's just proving what we already know. He doesn't deserve Jaylen Brunson. Dolan said, quote, "The NBA has made the move to an NFL model, de-emphasizing and depowering the local market. Soon, your only revenue concern will be the sale of tickets and what color jerseys your team will wear. Don't worry, because due to revenue pooling, you're guaranteed to neither be a success or a failure. Of course, to get there, the league must take down the successful franchises and redistribute to the less successful. The new media deal goes a long way to accomplishing that goal." I mean, this guy's unbelievable. Now, why I agree, the RSN model that we're a part of does need some guardrails, does need some protections to a certain extent, guidelines in place. I mean, James Dolan, do you not understand that the more value the other teams have in the league, the more value your team has, genius. I mean, it's unbelievable. For all of our best content of the day, make sure you follow us on Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. For Travis Thomas and Coach Ante Campbell. That's it for us here on Hold My Banner. Till next time, peace.